So my name's Roxy. I'm 31. I'm from San Diego, California. I work in finance, so I financial advisor that just specializes in 401ks and retirement plans. So very passionate about that. And I have been vegetarian for 11 years now. I think 11, maybe 12. Actually 12 years. A vegetarian for 12 years now. And I started just one night. I was bored and decided to get on the computer and started Googling and went down a rabbit hole of reasons to be vegetarian or vegan, and kind of just overnight became vegetarian, and struggled with it a lot at first, not really understanding what my options were, because I pretty much just looked up reasons to not eat meat, but I didn't really educate myself properly on like what I should be eating instead. And so I, did that and kind of struggled with it a little bit at first, but within these last few years, I felt like I've got a pretty healthy diet. But I decided to join the program because even though I was eating healthy and I was doing, I'm eating a very clean diet, I still didn't feel like I looked as healthy as I felt, or like I didn't feel like I looked as lean. And so I've been vegetarian for the last, like I said, 12 years, and probably 90% like vegan for the last couple of months. And it's been a huge transformation, so it's been great. So I was following you just because I was looking. I don't even know how I actually stumbled upon your page, because I've been following you for so long now. But I saw the meals that you had, and there's not very many, I should say, other influencers in there or pages that cater vegan meals for people who actually work out. It's just a lot of maybe very heavy carbs, and I knew that working out, because I've been lifting weights for like 10 years, but I knew that I still needed protein in there, and I could never find the right balance. And so I must have probably just searched vegan meals or something and found your page. And I think you must have seen that I had been following your page quite a while, so then you did reach out, and at first I was a little bit more hesitant because I felt like I only had maybe like 10 pounds to lose. And I was like, I don't want to get into a whole program, I just want a couple recipes here and there. But then after some time, I finally just was willing to pull the trigger and signed up. And yeah, I wish I would have done it sooner, because I didn't realize everything that I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know, and I'm learning so much more now. And it's been a life changer. Yeah, that's been great. It's been really great. So I think it's just, I've always been good about eating healthy, or like, having, like fruits and like whole grains. I never ate junk food really. I was very good about eating clean like most of the time. But I still felt like I didn't look as lean as I should be for what I'm eating, and I worked out consistently. I've always been very active. I think actually since becoming vegetarian even, I have gotten so much more energy, and I've just been very active, but I still felt like I could be leaner, and I wasn't seeing like the results. Like with all of the working out, with all the lifting weights, I couldn't feel like I wasn't able to maintain the muscles, and like I would just go on a yo-yo roller coaster all the time of like lose weight, gain weight, lose weight, gain weight, even if it's just 5-10 pounds, but it was still going up and down. And so finally getting to the structure of the plan, I realized that like what I was missing was I was not eating enough carbs, which I never would have guessed, and I was not at all measuring my protein, so I probably was under eating it, even though I thought that I was throwing in a shake here and there. Like now that I look at what my meals look like, I'm pretty sure I was undershooting my protein, even though I was trying to be cautious of it. I was undershooting the protein, definitely undershooting the carbs, and just never would have guessed the plan and the variety of food that was available to me. Like once I got my meal plan, I think I looked at it and I was like, there's no way that this is gonna work based on all the macros and the calories. I was like, there's no way that this will work for me. And even as we've been going through the program, where my trainer has been adding, let's add 50 calories more. I'm like, are you sure? It's like 50, 100 calories more in carbs. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a good idea. But of course, I trust the process, and it's worked out well for me. So I just have to trust the trainers, and like now I'm starting to understand, why she wants to add certain calories and why certain carbs, and it's worked out really well for me. So I'm finally learning to eat properly for, you know, my activity level and for the goals that I want, that I have. My biggest wins, I think I lost 17 pounds, which is great. I didn't know that I had 17 pounds to lose. So I lost 17 pounds like within the first 3 months, and I didn't know that I could get to, you know, 17% body fat, which was insane. And I think my biggest win, my only goal had really only been is like, I do so much and I work out so often that I want people to be able to just see me and just know that I do work out without having to ask. Because I've always, you know, been in the gym or anything, but I feel like I never looked the part. And so now people just can see me and know that I work out, know that I lift weights, and don't have to ask me. So that was pretty much my only goal ever. And so that was probably one of the biggest wins, is immediately losing those like 17 pounds, starting to feel confident when I walk into the gym also. Because I had put away, like I had stopped lifting weights in the gym for a little while, so it was intimidating to go back, especially like after COVID and everybody's back in the gym. Everyone's kind of trying to remember which machines to use and like not look silly and like just being intimidated by all the other people in the gym. So finally getting that routine again. And then so I guess the biggest things that came with that, that's hard. It's been a lot of really great, there's been a lot of great things that come with it. I guess part of it is having my friends and family just notice this huge change in me. Like notice how much energy I have again, how much weight I've lost in such a short period of time, to where my mom is wanting to do the same things. She's wanting to have me cook for her, and I'm actually enjoying it this time. I'll cook for myself and then I'll make her something too, and she like actually likes it. And I also have a roommate that happens to eat a lot of meat, and he's actually very smart with measuring his food, weighing all of his stuff, and very dedicated and committed to working out. And he has commented on the fact that he never would have thought that anybody would be able to work out, keep the muscle, and have the energy on a vegan diet, because he's met other vegans or vegetarians who are just weak and don't have the energy, or they might be vegan but they're still overweight. And I'm like, yeah, that can happen. But he has finally seen like that there is a way to do it and still keep the muscle and have the energy to work out and do all of that. So it's been really great that he's been interested in doing that lifestyle as well. So there's been a lot of wins, I think. Yeah. I mean, so it was an investment, and that's why it took me so long to be willing to invest that. But it really is just an investment in myself, and it's hard to put into words the value that comes with the overall. At the end of the day, it's a very small price to pay compared to how much happier I am, how much more knowledge I have just on what I should be eating, and all of the new recipes that I've learned. So even though I could have just started to try out your recipes like from what you've posted, I still now know how to cater it to myself. And when I go out, I'm a lot more knowledgeable about eating out and my day-to-day routine. So it's really hard to put into words the amount of value I think that I've gotten from the program compared to what I paid at. At one point I did have a trainer back in the day where I was paying for sessions, and now I realize I'm like, it's all about the nutrition. So I was working out, I felt great, but I still was not getting the same results, and I still see so much more value in this program than in all of those gym memberships and trainers and hours that I spent trying to achieve what I'm achieving now in like 3 months. So it's definitely worth it. It is a little scary at first and to commit that much, but it's totally worth it. Yeah, I'd say do it. That's what I'd say.